Start streaming, start spreading the news. Alright, this should be fun. This should be fun. Should be fun, y'all. I forgot we have that little logo at the bottom of each of our videos. And so it's one of the original ATD logos. I love that thing. I want to make some stickers like that. So I know the fellas, the ATD fellas like skulls, like Vamp, you know.
The OGs.
The emojis. Jerry. Jerry, that's 2 days in a row now.
Watch out.
We got Vamp, Rachel, Darla, Clear, JJ, Mary Smith, Karen, Rumple, well, Jerry, little do you know that we had a first one in the room prize today.
Never know when those are going to hit.
You never know when those are going to hit. So today, since you were the first one in the room, I'm going to make you a ATD fam mask.
Don't be crazy. We're going to have one on the website. Sharon's get the free one.
Deborah, it's all good. We love saying the romper room stuff. I see Sherry and Cherry and Vamp and Rumple. It's just a little bit different names now. It used to be Patsy and Eunice and Colleen and Geneva.
Your mama? Your mama there? Or a different unit?
My mom.
Or you didn't say your mom.
No, it's just, no, I was saying names back in those days.
Oh. I thought you were talking about people in the room. I was like, your mom's there?
It's crazy. I saw a commercial the other day with Rocky and Bullwinkle on it. And the obviously the voices are going to be a little different, but they still kind of sound the same. But they still use that same sound that when Rocky flies around, it's like a weird jet sound. And it really takes me back to watching cartoons, like after we got home from swimming. So yeah, that'll be the first thing that I make on this thing. We got 20 people in here. It's Friday and it's early, so I'm not anticipating too many people showing up today. So I've already put this machine together. I had to put it back on track. I don't know how it got on track, but I put it back on track, and let's see how this thing works, man. I'm stoked.
Yeah.
Alright, so I've got one camera on the cutter, one camera here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Why does that look so different on the camera than it does on... I guess it looks the same. It looks funny on mine. I don't know, that's weird. Alright, so I'll move this camera closer to show you what I'm doing. So you guys can see if you guys have... I'm not a professional at this at all. I know how to use the machine at Makers, which is, theirs is a Titan, and this is pretty much similar to the Titan. It's got the same program, so that's awesome. So I don't have to learn a new program to learn how to, you know, put stuff in there and vectorize it and size it and all that stuff. So the cutter I got is a, what is it? A US MH721, 28 inch. You can cut up to 24 inches. Whoop whoop, yip yip. So what I'll do, we're gonna pull up the. Let's put this down. We don't need any of this right this second. We're gonna pull up the program. I already installed all the software, and it comes with just a regular Vinyl Master cut, and you could get Pro and all that other stuff. I'll see what this has, and if I ever want to upgrade, I can do that. I don't know what the what do you call it? What the benefits are? I mean, because you really can't do a lot. I mean, you're cutting a one-dimensional page, right? Or two-dimensional, is that it? Rumple Foreskin, she says, I tried to pour today for the first time. Epic gross color. Does anyone have a favorite color mix? You can really never go wrong with white, gold, and black. Just don't use too much black. White and gold, teal, gold and white,
pink and gold.
teal, pink, and gold. Just stick with two colors. Just two colors and a silver or gold to give it a little pop. Yeah, teal, pink, and gold. That's a good one. All right. So I'm going to be doing this over here. So if I miss a question, I apologize. I don't know, hopefully y'all can see that. So what I'm gonna do, it always asks me this. I want to keep this up here so if I ever want to set up stuff or upgrade or whatever, I'm just gonna keep that on there. We're gonna go to New Document, and I'm just gonna do ATD FAM. Is that really blown out? Should I? Here, let me see if I can. That looks really blown out, doesn't it? There we go. And I might have you turn on the heat press. I got a heat press, you guys. Woo! I'm like super stoked. All right, so we're gonna do a heat transfer cut, and I'm just gonna do an ATD FAM. I kind of know the dimensions. They're about 3 inches by 3 inches for the mask. Do we have a mask over here? One of our masks?
You can get one.
Thank you, Pamela. All right, so these are our masks that we're going to be selling on our website. They're probably the best that I've came across. They have this little metal thing here so that it can wrap around your nose. It's got an insert for a filter. So if you're wanting to put a filter in there, you can do so. They have awesome little things to tighten up around your ears, make them smaller, bigger. It's washable, very light, and it's just comfortable. It covers from your bridge to right underneath here, so it it really gives it a good fit. And then after this whole pandemic thing is over, and you guys still really want to wear them, which is fine with us. They're good for sanding. You just keep your filter in there, keep it nice and snug. Spray painting, I would assume if it can block a gnarly virus, or is it a virus? Yeah. Then it can block some spray paint smell. I'm not saying 100%, but it definitely helps. It's a J Science thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, for you, Jerry, I'm going to put ATD FAM, and I want to try to make it to where it goes with it, but we'll have to see. I don't know. I haven't done that yet, so we're gonna do that on here, and I have some temporary, what's that called? Temporary vinyl. So it's a very thin, very low tack. It's for stencils. You can put it on something, take it off, and it doesn't destroy the stencil unless there's a lot of detail. And this shouldn't have a lot of detail. So we'll see. We're going to do the ATD first because I want to be able to shape it to how I want it. And up here, as you can see how big it is in inches, and I believe you can do centimeters as well. You can have that setting. And it gives you all these nice little hints and what you could do, what you can do with it. So I'm gonna make this probably about, right now it's at about 2 inches, 2.5. You can stretch it out if you want. That's a little bit too big there. Where's my ruler? Do I have a ruler over here? I have this guy that is tangled. Alright, so what is the tallest that we want to go for our mask? We'll make it 3 inches. That'll be good. Up and down 3 inches, side to side. You could probably make that 4 inches if you really like. Down. 2.5 by 3.5 inches. Why is it not? Oh, that's 6 inches. That's way too big. Shrink this down. I'm not a fan of that font. So we go over to font. I just want to make it a big bold font. Alright, now check this out. I'm going to go and see if I can shape this. Go down to shape. We're going to go to distort, and you could do flag, 2D, or cylinder. And I think I want to do 2D. So we can bring this side down. Oh, that's 3 inches. That's going to be rad. Now I need to do a fam in that font and that size. Bernard, that's what the font is, Bernard. Good. I think this is fine. Yeah, that's about the same. Alright. It's so funny, it doesn't look like it would be the same size, but it is. Alright, so we're going to get all these together. This is going to be the fun part. We're going to go to cut, plot. And what this is, you can do the cutter or you can do the plotter, which is you can put a pin in a different little holder and it will draw out this. So if you're wanting to you know, do a bigger sign, you can put a piece of paper in there, a big piece of paper, and it'll draw that out for you. Does this have to be backwards if I'm... Yes, it does. I have to flip this. Right?
You're doing a sticker, it has to be, I mean, a
Yeah. I'm doing a heat transfer, so I have to mirror image. Oh my gosh, really? So you got to do it backwards. Go to cutter. If you guys have any tips and tricks, let me know. Alright, I'm going to cut this on this vinyl first just to see how it works, just to see what we're working with. And as you can see here, there's the images here, and you have these little blue lines which shows where it's going to cut. Like these are help lines. Wherever the blue line is, that's a box that you can weed out so that it just leaves your letters, and it helps you weed the letters out so you're not pulling out an entire whole piece. You can weed out just one part, you can weed out that part. I'll show you when I get done with it. So this whole thing is 8 inches, 8 inches by 3 inches. So let's do this. I'm gonna go over to here. We're gonna load this up. Like I said, this is like the one at the makerspace that I go to. You just load up your vinyl. And these little clamps here is to hold it in so it can go back and forth and the cutter goes side to side. So we want to move this over here so we can cut it. Very inch here. Push origin so it knows to start at this corner here. And we're good. All right. The one at Makers is kind of loud. Let's see what this one will do. We're going to do cut now. It says proceed with cutting. Yes. Here we go.
That sounds like someone playing sound.
It sounds like R2-D2.
Yeah.
Look how fast that is.
Can they see?
Yeah. Oh no! Why is it doing this? Stop!
Abort.
I didn't close it. You guys, what happened? Did I not close that?
Maybe that's why it was so much louder.
No, I did close it. Look how big that looks. That looks pretty big. Why would it be so big? All right. Well, that was a fail.
But wait, there's
All right.
more.
Let's try this again. Let's move these guys over. Did I forget to put these down? I know I didn't, right? Up, there's nothing, right? Okay. Down is locked in. What happened? Do I have to tighten stuff in here, like these wheels? Do I have to, like, trial and error? Need bigger mask. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
All right, so I still have this up here on maybe I need to reset this. Origin. How about we do a test? There's a little thing on here that's test. That means it's going to, here, let's do this so that, oh my God, that like cut into that. That was a little bit much. So let's move this cutter over and down. Put this lock on. Origin, and we're going to push this test. And what this is going to do is going to cut out a shape and tell me if I need more pressure or less pressure, which I don't know what is going to be I'm going to need. Wow. Okay. That was fast. Alright, let me get X-Acto blade here. So, it's very difficult to see where it just cut. So is that indication that it didn't cut very much? Oh, there it is. It's a star. Let's cut this piece off so we don't use it. a little thing here that you can use for a guide to cut straight line. Ooh, I barely missed that. All right. So this is where I cut the sample. Look, if you guys can see this, like it was going all the way different. Look, it cut into the paper. Like I just don't think that it was grabbing on. Maybe I need to tighten up. Here's the little star that it cut. Why does that look? What is up with this overhead camera? It's literally just does not want to agree with me today. All right. Oh yeah, and I got a bunch of different tweezers to see which ones work better. Like if you like to have some that are bent or that are straight. These look like these would be amazing. These little pinchers here. I'm gonna try these. So there's a little star in here. Look at that. It worked. Now I have a new star for my clicker. All right. I like these. I like these. Ooh, that didn't cut unless I just stuck that down there. Maybe it needs a little more force. This stuff might be... Well, here, let's take out some of these letters that I did. This is a huge A. See, that middle didn't cut out. That's no good. That A, see, that middle part didn't come out. Let's see if the D will do it. Oh. Oh. Maybe I need to put a little bit more pressure for these, for this particular stuff. Now see, I would have ruined some heat transfer paper. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that part right there. And that cuts straight through there. See, it's not letting the why are these little bitty parts right here? Maybe because it was moving. Alright. Let's do one more test and then we'll put some heat transfer in there. All right, so that's the tight. This is loosen when they're up, okay? Remember that. We want it to be loose. So that it's good here. You can do origin, I believe, or you could tap on your cutter and it lets it know that's where it's at, but just to be safe we'll do origin so it knows where it's to start. Right there. It won't start back at, you know, where it last cut. And I'm just going to keep this on the same settings. Oh, that's why I had that, because of the screen. Alright, let's just do this one more time. We're going to try this. Cut now. Yes.
It just sounds like it's playing that way.
I need to move this paper over. Yeah, I have this way too far over. Alright, so let's see where we're at. We're right here. And there's a little tape measure right here, so if you pull it below that line, you know right where your cuts are, pull it below that line so you can get an X-Acto blade and cut that out. I should probably just put one right here so I know that it's there all the time. I almost need a light over here so I can see. Alright, let's see if this works. There's a lot of stuff wasted there. Alright, let's go overhead here. Sorry for all the movement, y'all. Alright. So what we're going to be doing is doing the letters, leaving the letters. Why does that seem like that's much bigger than... Oh, alright. We didn't change any settings, so... Yeah, I don't like it if I have to do that. That means that we probably should have a setting that's you see, that should cut. That should help me weed this. See, that line is not, the weed line isn't coming out. I don't like those little parts where they stick either. That's not good. If anybody knows, I have a 45-degree cutter in there, if that makes any sense. Should I change it? It came with a 30. Yeah, see, that's no good right there. That's like almost a... Look at that. I don't know why it would do that. Why is it? Is that off? That doesn't make for a good cut at all. Now see, if this was the heat transfer, you would put it down like this. Heat transfer on it. Man, that might be perfect. But it's a sticker. See, I don't like that. Maybe I need to just put a little bit more pressure for the cutter.
Is it easy to adjust the pressure?
Yeah, it's on top of the machine. Then you have to see, what is that? See these little parts where they're not cutting all the way through? That's not good. Because then it gives you a little edge. What can I do to have that not do that? Right here. Mermaid is gorgeous. Oh, thanks. Erica is getting to invoices and messaging later today. I've never used the Cricut. We have one, but we didn't set it up because it was asking for like login stuff, and we didn't have that information. See, look at that. I'm not a fan of that. Why would it do that? That's a part of the letter. It's like it starts. It's weird. a pain on straight lines. That's not good. That's the whole point of using this thing, right?
I would say so.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna put some of that iron-on stuff in there. See what we can do with that. Because this stuff is a little thinner, it seems, but I do not know for sure. And with this stuff, like the shiny side is the transfer carrier. So when you load this, you're going to want to load it with the flat side up. Did it that way. Alright. So I want to make this straight, so I'm going to put this, we're going to give it a little slack. I'm going to do this since we don't need a lot of space, but I want it to roll smoothly. And then we're going to do a test on this one. So let's back this up. That's the only thing I don't like about that either, is when you do a test with this, it doesn't do it just right here. It moves and then it does it in an awkward spot. Then you have to move the paper down, and then you waste a lot of material. So I'm going to do a test right here. See, it did it about 2 inches down from it. I really need a light over here. Can we give me those scissors? How does that look on film? Can you see me?
It's a little blown out.
This is Easy Weed vinyl. So
So Angel Ridge.
oops.
I commented on your post about this cutter. It's honestly a PITA on straight lines, block letters, etc. It, for whatever reason, does not fully connect the edges on straight lines.
We need to put a little more pressure.
Angel says, I've found doing a double cut sometimes helps, but not always.
No, we're not going to do that. We're going to put this in backwards. It's a lot easier to get to.
So Angel Ridge says, I've had this cutter for almost 5 years. It cuts curves and my intricate designs beautifully, but straight lines, not the best. Well, that's alright, because most of our designs and things aren't straight lines.
Alright, so let's move this over. And then we're going to do some force. We're gonna amp up the force here.
Pump up the volume.
It was at 150, we'll put it at 170 now. Origin, test. Test. Okay. What's the problem? Set.
Hello, Evelyn. Jeff's cutting a something.
I'm cutting an ATD fam thing.
Got your camera down
Oh no.
a little bit lower. Yeah, you're good.
Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know how that did that. Why would it do that? Maybe I can get the paper. Alright, origin test. How do I... Should I reset it? Okay. So let's move this over. Origin. Test. That was super fast. Let's just do the letters. I'm just gonna do it. I don't get why. Let's just move this over. You guys, should I give this more room, or is it fine just sitting here? It seems like it starts, you know, down and goes back. So we'll just see. This is at 170, the pressure.
Under pressure. Evelyn says 170 may be a lot for a new blade, but it didn't cut all the way through on one of the cuts, so.
Exacto blade? I can feel it, so. No, Bowie. Can you give me the Exacto blade?
You just mad because you're not saying hi to people? Come here, Williams. Anytime, Virginia. Ugh. Bend the vinyl to see if it cut proper.
See, that's just a lot of wasting.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my God, is there a lock on there? Alright, let's see. That's what I like about this heat transfer stuff is it doesn't, like, it's pretty difficult to see, but when you're pulling it off, it doesn't stick to itself like stickers do. I'm not a fan of that at all. But yeah, this is very difficult to see. You would think that you'd be able to see it a lot easier, right? Well, that worked a lot easier. See that, the weed cut?
You're gonna have to turn your head around. Pamela, Amazon is like canceling a lot of alcohol and glove orders I've noticed recently. I know. Evelyn said you can test it by putting it up against a light box or window.
I was way off on that. This seemed to cut a lot better though than that stuff. I can see the straight line that it used. If I can just get that, a hold of that, then see those weeding lines are cutting, are actually working better than on the other one. So maybe I should use the different cutter, the different blade for the stickers. That's fun. Alright, so let's cut this out. This is the heat transfer itself. So with this, you don't need the your tape that normally you do with the sticker, because it's already on here. So that's why you don't. That's why you need to flip it, because this is going to go down on your mask here. Whoa. I did that backwards. Damn it. Or is that how that... Oh, yeah. But it is a little big. Damn it.
Means dang it.
That is not a cuss word. I just got yelled at for saying that. Really? Well, maybe this one will be mine.
We just need to snip the D. I know.
Yeah, I just need to make it shorter. Or just angle it.
Android said you can hit the origin, then arrows to move your blade instead of pushing the box.
Oh. I didn't know that. Thank you, guys.
What blade are you using?
A 45. A 40 or a 40, whatever it comes with. You turned on the heat press?
No. What?
I asked you to turn the heat press on.
I don't even know where it is.
It's in the other room. What? What? ATD fan.
Do I need to close it like a waffle maker?
No.
Okay.
She's so silly. Yeah, this is literally like a little bit smaller than the other one. Maybe I should do them at the same time. Like do the, yeah, 45-degree blade. Y'all, thank you so much for sticking around and while I'm doing this and not paying attention. I appreciate that. So now we gotta wait for that to heat up.
Yeah.
And this is a 10-second heat press, hot, I believe, hot peel.
Under pressure. Great.
All right, thank you, Rocky's Endless Summer. Why does that overhead look so bad? It doesn't look like I have any. I think because I have it on the screen.
I couldn't figure out how to transition it. I don't know why it's blacked out.
Well, it looks like it started over. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I just tried to transition it back over.
Well, you killed it.
It's still live. How did I kill it?
I have to reset. It's all the settings are back to stock settings. Babe, don't touch the cameras.
No?
Megan, thank you.
We were just talking about you today.
Yeah, we want to, we're thinking about putting out a tester, see if people are ready. If we're able to, if we can do it, to maybe have a class over yonder. Let's do done. Let's see if we can make that ATD. And it still looks bad. Why does it? Babe, now none of these are even working.
That's what I was saying. It wasn't working. I didn't do it. I was trying to fix it, but it wouldn't let me click anything. Like, that's what I was saying.
Wow. All right, well, that's strange.
I've
Now
never
we
seen
can't.
it like blurred out like that, where you can't.
Oh, well, now, there it is. Oh my God, it's so weird. Sorry, you guys. I don't know what the deal is with this. All right, so let's move this over. I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller so I can put this on this mask. So let's just try to do this together. Let's just delete all that. So we'll do. But I'm gonna need some space, right? There we go. All right. So now let's go back to the flag stuff, 2D. Move this over. So we want, what size is this? Oh my gosh, that's 12 inches. We're gonna need to shorten that. So we need to make that. See how big. Now I'm just getting irritated. 3 inches. 2 inches. So it's pretty easy to get to all this point. I mean, it's the same as what I've used at Makers, but it's very self-explanatory. Like it's very it's probably a little bit. What is that? Oh, I don't know. Yeah. So we need.
How long does it take for that press to heat up?
That's why we need this to be. We need it to go down in the center here. That's what we needed. What do you guys think about that? That looks fun. Jerry, are you still here? Yes, user friendly. Evelyn, it is a MH721, I believe. So what do we got? Almost. I wish I could tell how big each of these are. 3 inches this way, at least up high. I think this will be good. At least I know now it's equal. Right? This is going to be fun, y'all. So that it's almost 4 inches. Is that how big that is? Oh yeah, this will be awesome. All the way to. Whew, I got it. It gets messy up here really quick. All right, so let's go to Cutter. Send to Cutter. So it's 8 inches by 4. Man, see, why does it tell me? Does anybody know that? Like, it says, now this says it's, oh, maybe because of the box. That's why.
Angel Ridge has had this cutter for 5 years.
Yeah, there we go. See, if you put the box around it, then you're adding a couple more millimeters, or I don't know, whatever that. So your lettering's not bigger. The box just makes everything a little bit bigger.
What's in the box?
And then we can do a weed. That's what I was talking about earlier. It puts a, oh, that's all blown out. A weed cutout line. I know that sounds funny, and it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to see because I can't blow this up to where you can see it. But what it does is it puts a little line down in between all the letters. It cuts that so that when you're weeding it, you can take out just that amount. You don't have to try to pull all the way around the letter, so it's a little easier to weed out. So let's try this. We have our stuff in there, right? Yep. Is it on? We got it on. We haven't cut anything, right? No. So let's not waste so much. Alright, so what were we saying? We can do origin?
Yeah, and
And
then
move
with
it?
the arrow.
That doesn't do anything. That just makes my, great. What did I have it on? I don't remember what I had that on. 150? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I don't know if you said it out loud.
Just set up. Speed. It's at 100 or 1000. I wish I understood that. I'm just gonna move this over here. We're gonna do origin. Alright. Oh yeah! You guys, I didn't flip it. You have to remind me to
Good
flip it. object, arrange mirror. Oh, I can do Shift Control H. Right. So is that going to come out right? Flip it good. Flip it real good. We were at 170. Ooh, okay. Good. Thank you. All right. Let's go to settings. Once I get this, it'll be a breeze. All right. Cut now. I have all this set, right? All these are down, so that means it's locked in. Down is locked, up is up.
Locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded. And you know what I'm gonna be able to do? I think if I put tell me if I'm wrong, anybody that uses these, if I put that 60-degree cutter in here, that I can cut poster board, because it says I can cut cardstock with this. And if I can cut poster board, I can make you guys stencils all day long.
I know a lot of people wanted the hex stencils.
Yeah, those hex stencils are popular, and they're so, like, they're perfect to have. Why is it so difficult to see that? Do I need my glasses? Ah, there we go.
We can take that desk lamp and put it over here.
And I have all this room over here. I could probably move this. No, you gotta waste a little to know. Sorry for all the wasting. Okay. This is driving me insane how dirty this is getting. Jerry, I will have your mask soon, I swear. It's so funny because I never was nervous at makers doing this. This is a little different when there's people watching you and you're using a new machine. Alright, let's try out some of these other. Let's see if these will work a little better. I'm going to try some different thingy-majiggers here. It's so difficult to see that. Oh, here we go. All right. See, that's why I love, this is so much easier to use. But look at that.
It's amazing.
Is that cut like that? No. Ooh, I would be mad if that was on there. Man, you really got to be careful. It cut into my line. It moved. Did it really? No. Look at that. That is terrible. I'm not a fan of that. UsCutter, what's the deal?
Unacceptable.
Look at that. Like all these edges. I wonder if I need to set that. It did. It moved. That's why it's doing that, because my vinyl is moving.
You can just tighten those little rollies, right?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, that's why, because look at that. That is just terrible. Look. No, I can't use this one either. Golly, y'all. What is the dealio? I just can't win for losing over here. How wide is that? Can I use this? Nope. You guys, that's a lot of stuff wasted. Well, let's see if this will fit on the mask anyways. This looks huge right here. Alright, so we need this up ways. So fan will be on this side. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is perfect. Right? So if you're looking at it, would it say? Yeah, it would say ATD fam. Right? Yeah. Woo! That's a little bit much. I know you guys are, I know you guys are fans of us, but that's just like way too much. Wow. That's hilarious. No, I don't mind. Like, this stuff is really cheap. This was like $3 for like a 36-inch roll. No, I think it was like $7. I'm not sure. I got it on a discount. On the discount aisle, they have like this where people bring in, I guess maybe pieces that they don't use, or maybe the company has pieces they are off size, so they have like a discount table. So, and it's good to buy cheap stuff just so you can practice. Thinking overkill. But if it said Marc Jacobs on it, or Tom Ford, people would buy it, right? Like, bleh. Louis Vuitton. Bleh. All right. So maybe we can make some on this. Should I try to use this piece? That would be cutting it close, I think. That's a little bit much there. Alright, so done with that. So let's make this, we can actually make this shorter here and push this in a little bit.
Think if I had a business that had to do with anything that had to do with cutting, I would name it Cutting It Close.
There you go.
welcome, whoever's
So
gonna
the
take
3
that.
inches will be up here. Joe's Creative Art says, I thought that was Jason Momoa sound.
Also that.
Evelyn said, your roller should move to be able to use that. Yeah, let me tighten these guys up. I think that's what's happening. Over. So let's utilize this whole damn top row so we're not wasting. So what we'll do is this is what, 6, this is almost, we'll just make that straight up 7. Yep, that'll be cool. All right. So, and we have, how much room do we have to cut?
I don't even know.
We have, we're just gonna repeat this and just make a couple of them. We have up to 16 inches to cut.
Humor alert coming through.
So copy B, move over. There we go. So how long is that one? 14. So we can get 2 of those. Here it comes. Sorry about that, y'all. That was Amber Alert.
JD 3D 250. Is that what we were, is that for,
Well, Teresa, I'm not like, I don't know if that will actually, do you think that restricts people from breathing? That's what you're saying? If you put this stuff over it? So maybe I should do thinner letters?
well, that whole clear part doesn't go on there, right? Or is
No.
it-
So do you guys, should I change this font? Let's change the font. Let's make it. See, and I always thought that, oh, because it's already there. Ah. So let's do that. Let's just change this up. We'll change the font to something a little bit more skinnier. Oops. But I still want it to be kind of fun, so I don't want it just plain lettering. That's fun right there. That's a lot skinnier. That'll be fine. All right. How come this goes down, but this doesn't? In the center. Whew. I wish it told us how big this was. Control, Shift, Control, H. I'm gonna do that. Shift, Control, H. Look at that. Looky there.
Did you make it do?
Yeah. Oops, sent 250 instead of 225. So is that a tip? Right. So let's copy this. We do Shift Control or Shift C, then Shift V, and that makes another one, and you can move over. But I always like to check to see if I've done it twice. Sometimes you do it twice, and then what that's going to do is going to cut that. It's going to recut it. Soft tier screen. Turn on your grid for your what? Oh, how do we do that? How do I turn the grid on, Joe? Tools, Design Center, Space Size, Guide Tools, Outline Tools, Curves, Text, Objects, Grid. Well, there you go. Look at there. All right. Now I can see my grid. You know what's funny is I rarely do lettering. Like I was only doing my my logo. Just the tip. Alright, so let's put this through. We're at about 16 inches. Isn't that how much we have to cut with? Send to cutter. So the whole thing is 16 by 3. So that's good. Let's make sure that's a good amount.
You're right.
Down. Okay. Yeah, this will be perfect. So when I press origin, then I can press cut. Right? Cut now. There we go. And we're off.
I swear it's just like
it's the little roller. It's this roller.
Sounds like something out of Disney World.
It blows my mind that something is just going sideways and then it's moving. That is staying in one place. Like that's so bizarre. Well, I know it has to, so it doesn't cut. Do you know how this is doing this? Like because of that roller under there. Brrr. Now let's hope that this is safe.